ceasefire and non-violence with a fixed calendar date, the 21st of September. That film was called Peace One Day, and it told the story of how and why the 21st of September is a day of peace.
It is so decided.
As a filmmaker, it really excited and inspired me that the form, the camera, could really drive a process through. The second film I made documented the first ever lives being saved on the day. And that took us into Afghanistan. Jude Law travelled with me. It was a great success. Everybody became involved in Afghanistan, including the Taliban, who agreed not to harm health workers on the day. As a consequence of that, and because of everybody's hard work, particularly the United Nations, 10,000 health workers were able to vaccinate millions of children against polio. It demonstrated that the day was far from symbolism and that it could work in a place where many thought it was impossible. At that time, the UN in Afghanistan announced a 70% reduction of violent incidents on Peace Day. It blew me away.
The cynic used to say that the day existed, but what difference does a day make? And what I saw in Afghanistan the 2 times we went was, well, the difference is life or death.
But this is not only a day of ceasefire, it's also a day of non-violence. Because just as important is the violence that's happening in our homes, our schools, our places of work, and our local communities. Everyone, therefore, has a role to play. We had to get the word out. So we decided to build a series of coalitions made up of organisations committed to activating their networks on Peace Day. Non-governmental organisations, organisations committed to reducing domestic violence, students, faiths, media and the corporate sector. Thousands of organisations were activated by these coalitions across the world for Peace Day 2013. It was the greatest participation that we've ever seen. With the support of McKinsey & Company, we believe that around 500 million people are now aware of Peace Day, with around 8 million behaving more peacefully as a result of being involved in activities on the day. Now, with the support from the Howard G. Buffett Foundation, Peace One Day is running a major campaign in the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Great Lakes region of Africa.
I'm sitting at a Coca-Cola board meeting and I'm watching this clip and I see this guy in this and I'm thinking, well, peace, you know, everything we're doing in all these countries is about peace. Jeremy, you have a track record. You don't give up, you don't quit. Peace One Day is the answer.
Engaging with all sectors of society with a focus around young people, women and music.
I do see the possibilities of change, and I think people need to be lifted at times. Hope is a great energizer. I think the time has come in the DRC for a day when they will be able to live in peace with proper services of education, health and nutrition for children.
We hope to see a measurable reduction of violence on Peace Day by 2016 at the latest. Our concert in Goma, DRC on Peace Day 2014 will help us take the message of Peace Day and this call to action in the region to a global audience. We hope 3 billion people will be aware of Peace Day by 2016. And we need individuals, people like you, to take action on Peace Day and help spread the word. Peace One Day's theme is Who Will You Make Peace With? The 21st of September 2014 will be on a Sunday. By working together, we will improve the quality of our lives and, of course, the lives of others. So, you make peace with. Around people are already the day. Will you help us tell the rest of the world? To begin with, please follow us on Twitter and join us on Facebook. Here's to Peace Day. Thank you. Toby? Okay, is this microphone working okay? Yes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live for 1 hour from Goma, the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, to the world. It's a true pleasure to be in Goma, and thank you all for being here, as well as all of those who are watching online. I'm immensely grateful for everybody's support. Thank you to the distinguished panel, all of whom have committed to doing something on Peace Day, the 21st of September. We have representatives from government of the DRC, UN agencies, civil society, youth, faith and sport. I'd also like to recognise in the audience Mr. Martin Kobler, the Special Representative for the UN Secretary General and Head of the UN Mission in the DRC. Thank you, Martin, for coming. The DRC is a beautiful country with courageous people, passionate people who care and want peace. So let's make that happen. Let me tell you about the Peace One Day DRC Great Lakes Region campaign. It's a 3-year campaign starting with Peace Day 2014. This is our foundation year. It's been made possible with the generous donation of the Howard G. Buffett Foundation, to which I'm immensely grateful. So what are the objectives of this campaign? Firstly, we want to raise awareness in the DRC and the Great Lakes region of Africa of Peace Day, the 21st of September. We want to manifest action on Peace Day from all sectors of society on this day. We want to see a significant, measurable reduction in violence. And we want to tell the international community of this incredible effort from the Great Lakes region of Africa and the Democratic Republic of Congo through music, film, and the media. So this is a positive, constructive story from this region, a starting point for dialogue and hope. So let's inspire a generation through a day of unity for the DRC and the Great Lakes region of Africa. You, the media, have a crucial role to play. Please tell this story. The tide is turning in the Great Lakes region of Africa in a positive way. We owe it to every child, woman and man in this region to shine a global spotlight on the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Great Lakes region of Africa. Peace Day, 21st of September, is that day. It's a day of hope to show that this country is capable and can make peace happen. So let's hear more from the panel about how that will work. But firstly, I would now like to introduce a representative from Congolese youth, Melissa Kusoki, who will open this special occasion by singing Seamus Heaney's poem, The Cure at Troy. Thank you. Thank you.
L'histoire enduit n'espère pas de ce côté de la tombe. Mais alors, une fois dans une ville de du mar, de l'injustice épais sur les vues, et l'espoir et l'histoire humaine. Donc l'espoir de grand changement radical. De l'autre côté de la vacances, croire que et insensible à partir de ces croyants miracles et un remède et puis de guérison. Cela signifie que qui est entendu les cris et larmes s'inscrivant dans une nouvelle vie. À ce terme, à ce terme. Cela signifie que qui est entendu les cris et larmes s'inscrivant dans une nouvelle vie. À ce terme, à ce terme. Appelle le miracle, l'autorévélation totale. L'autorévélation totale. Double prise des sentiments. Cela signifie que qui est entendu les cris et larmes s'inscrivant dans une nouvelle vie. À ce terme, à ce terme. Cela signifie que qui est entendu les cris et larmes s'inscrivant dans une nouvelle vie. À ce terme, à ce terme. À ce terme. Merci.
Exciting moment for us here now. We now go live to New York, from where we have a very special guest joining us, the Grammy Award nominated recording artist Akon, who will be headlining the Peace One Day concert in Goma on the 21st of September. Akon, the floor is yours. Please tell us why you've chosen to perform for Peace One Day on Peace Day.
Hey Jeremy, how are you doing, man? Good to hear from you.
Cool. So
I see
Akon,
you guys
please.
over there enjoying the hot sun over there in Congo.
Yeah, the weather is beautiful in the Congo. But please tell us why,
Well,
why are you
this
performing?
is very important.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy. You know, I want to thank you first, Jeremy, for, you know, keeping me in mind for this Peace One Day, you know. On this worldwide scale, I think this is an initiative that will be very impactful to nations abroad, our neighbors, and more than anything, our youth. You know, and I think Congo is a great place to actually start this initiative for this year, 2014. And I think September 21st will be in a great place to actually, you know, create the peace, the energy there in the Congo. And I'm very excited to be headlining this concert and also being in a position to where I can, you know, be of impact as far as bringing more peace to the world. So thank you guys very much for that.
Well, thank you, Akon, you know, for that comment. So tell me, I mean, have you performed here before in Goma?
I haven't had an official concert in Goma, but we have had a television show called Vodacom Superstar that I was a part of. And we actually, you know, opened up some talent out there in the Congo, which has some amazing talent, by the way.
Yeah.
Big shout out to my little brother, Innocence, who actually was one of the first winners there.
Great.
I mean, I'm looking forward to actually performing in Congo officially now.
Great. Well, that's fantastic, and I'm sure the people of the Democratic Republic of Congo and Goma, I can see many heads nodding at the excitement of you coming here. And I mean, the first objective was us to raise awareness of Peace Day, the 21st of September. And I'm sure you all agree that one way to tell the people that there is a day of peace is obviously to ask Akon to perform for you, which is obviously going to do good. How important is it for you, Akon, to be, you know, spreading the word of peace and raising awareness of this day?
No, that's very important, man. You know, of course, as you know, peace is one of the most important things in this world. And I think if we all can live together in harmony, this world will be definitely a better place, you know? So this is something I would support regardless of what, and I'll do whatever it takes to be a part of this for sure.
Fantastic, fantastic. And of course, this day is about, you know, peace in the home, in the community, in the school, you know, and in the wider country. So I'm sure your message, which is going to be resonated to the children of the DRC, which of course Ms. BENTEIN, Barbara will talk about in her poster that we've done with you. So, you know, thank you very, very much. I mean, is there any closing thoughts that you'd like the people of Goma and the DRC to know?
No, I mean, just know that we love, you know, definitely love the Congo. We love the continent as a whole. And, you know, Congo is, you know, I think they're very influential in the rest of the continent. So I think the peace in Congo will definitely open up doors for other areas that's conflicting to be able to find peace as well. So, you know, this is a big thing for everyone, especially the Congo.
Okay, great. Well, we've actually got, you know, 60 seconds left. You know, how important do you think music has been, you know, in sort of raising awareness of the issues of peace? What do you think about music and its role in the peace process?
I think music is an international language. No matter what language you speak, music always finds ways to resonate within the person. You know, and you can feel the energy. You know, as long as it's positive, it always brings great positive change. So music is a great tool to actually bring peace around the world for sure. And it's been proven. It's been done many years before.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, we're all very grateful that you joined us here. Stay with us to watch what's going on. But please give a round of applause to Akon for performing in Goma in the DRC. Well done, Akon. Thanks a lot. Okay, so thank you so much to Akon for performing in Goma on Peace Day, the 21st of September. Obviously, that's incredible. I'm now delighted and honoured to present our next speaker, a person who needs no introduction. A great supporter of Peace One Day for many years. The Special Envoy for the UN Secretary General for the Great Lakes region of Africa, Miss Mary Robinson. Miss Mary Robinson, you have the floor. Tell us why Peace Day is so important to you.
Thank you, Jeremy. I do remember in 1999 when this young man came to me with an idea, a young man called Jeremy Gilley, that he wanted the world to have a day when we would stop and think about peace. And I supported him, but I wasn't sure. And I was amazed then, and I remain convinced that it's a very good idea. It's an idea whose time has come here in Goma, here in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I didn't know, Jeremy, that when you would come here, I would be back in the UN. And it's interesting that just today, I celebrate the first year. I was appointed on the 18th of March. And I think that it's a very timely moment, because in that year, a lot has been achieved that needed to be put in place, building blocks, if you like. We have this framework that was signed by 11 countries and supported by 4 institutions on the 24th of February last year to bring about peace at last, politically, economically, militarily, in every sense, in the Democratic Republic of Congo and its neighbours in the region. It envisaged a regional oversight mechanism, and that is in place. It has produced benchmarks for the heads of state, which they have agreed to, and a plan of action, and they'll be reporting on that plan of action next September at the General Assembly. It envisaged a national plan of action, or a national oversight mechanism, and that has been put in place by the government here. And I met civil society here in Goma this afternoon, and it is amazing how attentive they are, how much they want to follow both processes, both regional and national process. One of the military groups, M23, has been defeated, and the morale in Goma came up a lot because of that. There are other armed groups, and they too have to finish their time, hopefully surrender and go into demobilization, but stop the fighting, especially stop the raping and killing and destruction of bodies of women and even young children, even babies. There has been a terrible toll here. But now we're talking about this being, as you said, a vibrant, incredible country. And this city of Goma is one that is very creative, with people who have a wonderful resilience and capacity to think about how to bring about a change in everybody's lives. And I was really very thrilled with the conversation earlier. The fact that this is a 3-year commitment is also important. It's not just a one day on the 21st of September, though that will be a very important day. It's a 3-year commitment. And I think for me, it's turning the page to a new phase, where we talk about peace dividends. I loved the song of Melissa from the poem by Seamus Heaney, The Cure at Troy, and he talked about hope and history rhyming. I think hope and history are coming together well now in Goma and will rhyme. And I think by the time we get to the 21st of September, we'll be in a much more positive place even than now.
And so the framework of hope, I mean, I remember when we last spoke and we talked about civil society, the people, ordinary people like me and all of us. We talked about it was important for the people to know about the framework, to become involved with the framework, to show the governments who have signed up to that framework that we care and that we want peace. So, and it's interesting, isn't it, that you've got a framework of hope, and there's this sort of day of hope, the 21st of September. Do you see that as a sort of a focus and a sort of a journey towards that day where we can really mobilise the people and demonstrate how important peace is to every citizen of the DRC and the Great Lakes region?
I think it's going to be a very vital conversation, because we have to have people feel, yes, it's making a difference in my life. I see the peace dividend. Young people feel there's more possibility of getting jobs. Women who have been raped and humiliated, they feel I'm now in a position where I'm resourced and helped. Families can move freely and safely. We're going to have a private sector investment conference this year. We're going to have 2 youth summits, one you'll hear about from Barbara of UNICEF, and there's also the Conference of the Great Lakes will have one on employment, and the two will link, younger youth and a focus on employment. We have a women's platform for the Great Lakes region, because women are vital to this region. Women are the solution to the troubles that have troubled this part of the country and indeed the region. It's important that we talk about a framework of hope for people now that we have the political structures in place, because it's the people who have to be the guardians, the eyes and ears. The media have a very important role also to play, to hold governments accountable. And that will ensure that the steps continue to be taken and that we have no more armed groups, that we have a return to the resources of this country. I don't know, Jeremy, if you've had a chance to realize the potential of this great country, the agricultural potential, the water potential, the natural resources, the mineral potential. It is an incredible country, but the most incredible thing that I'm learning every day is the people of this country. Young people, women, the civil society generally, the sense of a vibrant, active population who will grasp your peace one day and make it their peace every day.
Great. So let's hope that the people come forward and stand up as one on the 21st of September, that day of hope, and be the guardians that you talk of for showing the leaders of our world that we care and we want peace a reality. So thank you, Mary Robinson. We're honoured to be in a position to support your critical work in the region with the framework of hope by bringing people together for a day of hope. So thank you very much. And now I'm very happy to introduce the representative of UNICEF in the DRC, Miss Barbara BENTEIN. UNICEF have been great supporters of Peace One Day for many, many years, as you saw in the film earlier. Miss BENTEIN, you have the floor. Tell us what you'll be doing for Peace Day.
First of all, Jeremy, thanks so much for inviting us here. And UNICEF is a long-standing partner to children in this region, but it's also a very big privilege for us to be here today. One thing is that half of the population of this great country that Mary was describing are children, less than 18 years old. And they have never known peace in this part of the country. They have been living in conflict situations for over 20 years. And so today we are really witnessing a historical moment where there is really hope and opportunity for change. There was a big military change on the ground at the end of last year, and today we are really very hopeful that it will turn into dividends of peace, as Mary was saying, for the children. And so UNICEF has been supporting children in this country for a long time, and I can say that in an effort to consolidate normalcy and at this very moment, immunizing together with the Ministry of Health, who is not here today, but we are immunizing all the children of Congo between 6 months old and 10 years, immunizing them against measles. As you know, measles is a big killer disease, and these immunization campaigns really help to restore peace, normalcy in the communities. You have seen it in Afghanistan, it works here too, and so we have been immunizing over 11 million children in Kivu, in Province Orientale, in Equateur, and we are starting today in Katanga and in Maniema. But what we also want to do is work much more with the Ministry of Education on peace education. The Minister has started a program of peace education in the schools, and we hope to be working with him at the 21st of September, when children go back to school, on a big campaign of helping kids in the schools to mobilize themselves, but also the communities, for peace. And maybe I can show you a very nice poster you have helped us to develop. and which I'm also translating with the minister, just to show you, Mr. Minister, your poster, where you also can see the actors that will be with us. Here you have Akon, but you have also a famous football star who is also part of it.
Yeah. So this poster will be distributed into approximately 45,000 schools?
We want to distribute this one together with another one in 45,000 schools, primary schools, secondary schools of Congo.
Amazing.
For the pupil during the year, because you have been told, Mary also was saying it's a 3-year program, for the pupils to work with their teachers, with their communities on peace building, peace consolidation, peaceful living together activities during the year.
Right,
We will do a contest, and hopefully next September 2015, the winners of that contest will be showcasing what they have been doing during the year.
Okay, so through these 10 steps to peace, you can see that the children are taken through a process, the young people are taken through a process which leads to the 21st of September, where they're able to go to the radio station and listen to Akon with their families, as we see many, many young people unite throughout the country. It's fantastic. Well done. Great.
Thank you.
Okay, you done? Yeah?
Well, maybe I can.
Yeah, please.
May I just add on about what Mary was mentioning? We also hope to work with Mary Robinson and also with the Conference of the Great Lakes, together with the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Childhood, but also the other countries, to bring together adolescents, youth, from the 12 countries of the Great Lakes, but mainly also from Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, to discuss and reflect around peace, what it means for them and what they hope for the future. And so we will bring them together around end of May.
Yep.
Mary will be there, and we hope that other actors will also join. Maybe you can join also.
Yep.
And so that we really feed this also in the leadership events that will take place later in the year.
So some of those young people from that event could be encouraged to mark the 21st of September.
Absolutely. They will also maybe bring back from this meeting to the 21st of
Fantastic.
September.
That's brilliant. So thank you so much, Barbara. So as you've just heard, we're delighted to have the cooperation of the DRC government through its education minister in this initiative, which will reach thousands of children across the Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm now honoured to give the floor to the Minister of Education for the Democratic Republic of Congo, His Excellency Mr. MWANGU. Thank you, sir.
Merci, Jérémy, pour l'initiative d'organiser avec les Nations Unies cette campagne pour la paix en République démocratique du Congo et la région des Grands Lacs qui culminera le 21 septembre. Les pères fondateurs du système des Nations Unies ont compris que c'est par l'éducation et la culture que l'on peut introduire les notions de paix dans les chefs des populations et des peuples. Au Congo, le programme scolaire et national est unique. Il est utilisé dans toutes nos écoles, privées comme publiques, et constitue un instrument par excellence de l'unité nationale. Voilà pourquoi, par exemple, comme pendant les périodes des conflits armés, la passation des épreuves au niveau primaire et secondaire constitue des moments de cessez-le-feu. Tous les belligérants font taire leurs armes pour permettre aux écoliers de passer leurs épreuves. Le gouvernement de la République a élaboré une stratégie, un plan intérimaire de l'éducation pour permettre à tous les enfants d'aller à l'école et d'y bénéficier d'une formation de qualité. Les notions d'éducation à la paix apparaissent non seulement dans les manuels d'éducation civique et morale, mais comme une matière transversale à enseigner dans d'autres matières telles le français, les mathématiques, la géographie, l'histoire et autres. Sur base d'une étude que nous avons menée avec l'UNICEF et DFID, 1/5 d'enfants non scolarisés en Afrique subsaharienne sont congolais. La plupart sont dans la partie orientale de la République à cause essentiellement des conflits armés qui ont écumé le système éducatif. Fort heureusement que l'armée de la République démocratique du Congo a défait le M23 et l'ADF Nalu. Les élèves maintenant et les enseignants peuvent reprendre calmement le chemin de l'école. Le président de la République, son Excellence Joseph Kabila Kabange, conscient de son rôle et de son importance, a fait de l'éducation la première priorité de son quinquennat, les premiers postes budgétaires de la République, 15% du budget national, lancé le processus de la gratuité de l'enseignement primaire dans les établissements publics et décidé de la construction d'un millier d'écoles pour donner à nos enfants un cadre idéal d'apprentissage. Au ministère, nous considérons la paix comme une matière à enseigner et un état d'esprit. Nous soutenons et félicitons Peace One Day pour avoir choisi la République démocratique du Congo et Goma particulièrement pour lancer cette campagne qui vise à réduire toutes sortes de violences à l'horizon 2016. Nous émettons les vœux qu'une décision des Nations Unies sacralise l'école, afin que même pendant les conflits, l'école soit considérée comme le temple du savoir. Après le festival à Mani, by Education, Peace One Day for Peace All Day. Merci pour votre aimable attention.
Thank you. Fantastic. Well, thank you, Minister. Thank you so much. What an incredible commitment. We're deeply honoured that we're able to work with the Minister of Education and talk to the youth of this country. What a privilege. We will now answer 2 questions from the Twitter community, and I'm going to ask you, Mary, one of them. We reached out to the Twitter and social media to say, is there a question that you'd like to ask the panel? The first question is, how can we as individuals in the international community support the realisation of peace in the DRC on the 21st of September? Mary, what do you think?
I think it's very encouraging that the international community will be focused on the DRC, as you say, not just on the 21st of September. People, and I know this from conversation, people think that it's all about conflict and suffering, which it has been a lot, and there is still suffering. But they need to know that it's also about very resilient people, about community life, about the importance of being supported and recognized as one of the largest countries in the continent of Africa, with the resources and the potential to be a country that can fulfill the full potential of its large population. And I think that's what the Framework of Hope is about. It's about the DRC and its neighbouring countries having a much better relationship. We will have had 20 years after the genocide in Rwanda. It's a time to look forward with Uganda, with Burundi, with Tanzania, with all of the other countries. And there is regional leadership. So I think it's time for people to support in an engaged way and understand, as Barbara said, the youth of this country, like many other countries in the developing world. It has to be a matter of hope and peace dividends under the Framework of Hope.
Good. Wonderful. Thank you, Mary. Lexus, I was going to come to you. I'm going to introduce you in a moment. But I've spoken to Lexus about peace when we last met, and it was so eloquent and so wonderful to hear you talk. And let's imagine in 3 years' time, the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Great Lakes region of Africa, were united and unified around this day to the largest possible number with the people around the world. I mean, 1.5 billion people will be involved in Peace Day this year. 1.5 billion people. So when we look back, the question here is, what do we want children in 25 years' time to say about this moment in the DRC and the Great Lakes region?
Merci beaucoup. I can answer it in French.
Absolutely.
Okay. Bon, qu'est-ce que je peux dire? Déjà, au départ, la question, c'est peut-être intéressant pour moi d'introduire. Moi, je suis d'abord un artiste avant tout, et c'est un honneur déjà de pouvoir voir que c'est mon pays qui va abriter cette grande journée, je veux dire. Donc, je vous remercie énormément par rapport à cela. Mais tout simplement pour les enfants congolais et pour nous tous, nous connaissons, pour moi, j'ai toujours chanté que la paix c'était la plus belle femme du monde. Ça, c'est très important. Et on sait combien elle a été violentée dans ces pays et tous les problèmes qui sont arrivés. Donc c'est déjà au festival à Mani, quand je me suis produit, j'avais presque des larmes aux yeux, mais les gens ne captaient pas. Parce que déjà être là, être à Goma, voir autant de gens célébrer, chanter pour la paix, alors que je connais bien mon pays et je sais combien les gens voulaient la paix depuis le début. On nous a poussés dans une logique, on est rentré et on est encore en train de crier pour implorer de pouvoir avoir cette paix. J'étais très 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 ému. Donc revenir encore aujourd'hui là sur place et avoir cette perspective que tiens, le 21, on va encore être là au mois de septembre pour pouvoir chanter la paix, pour moi c'est énorme. Mais seulement, je crois que la plupart de jeunes Congolais ou des Congolaises disent oui, on va chanter pour la paix, oui, on va célébrer la paix qui est le dénominateur commun, je vais dire la base nécessaire, mais que non, il ne faut pas oublier la justice dans tout ça. C'est très important pour nous, la justice, parce qu'elle est la seule chose qui pourra faire en sorte que les esprits s'apaisent et que tout simplement nous ne recommencions pas. Donc je suis très heureux Et j'espère que pour tous les enfants congolais, et surtout de la région de Grand Lac, que je connais très bien, je suis allé faire des concerts un peu partout ici, en Ouganda, au Rwanda, je crois que tous ces gens veulent que ça stabilise, que la paix puisse y avoir pour que les échanges puissent commencer. Voilà.
Great.
Merci beaucoup. Merci.
So a big thank you to all the followers online. I hope you're enjoying the press conference out there in the world and thinking about the ways in which you will mark Peace Day. So I'm very happy to introduce our next speaker, who of course actually has just spoken on a Twitter question, the incredible, iconic Congolese hip-hop artist, Mr. Lexus Legal, who will be performing for the Peace One Day on the 21st of September, the Peace Day show here in Goma. Lexus, please, over to you.
Je ne sais pas exactement par où commencer, mais est-ce que moi j'aimerais plutôt faire un petit texte et pour des gens qui sont là, qui se rappellent encore de la chanson, moi je fais le texte, mais s'ils se rappellent, même innocent, si tu te rappelles d'Mboko au Congo, tu pourras tout simplement juste chanter juste après ça, d'accord? Pour que le peuple voie. Alors, 1960, indépendance, 40 ans après, le Congo reste une référence de la connerie humaine et de ses conséquences, souffrance, malheur, tout ça en outrance. Mais serait-il pas temps de s'accepter avec serait-il pas temps de nous accepter avec ces différences, divergences d'opinion ou d'appartenance à un groupement ethnique ou politique sans pour autant faire allégeance à la violence, faisant barrière à la guerre et ses conséquences, valorisant l'homme et son entourage, la flore et la faune, d'où dépend notre existence, réclament de notre part une réelle vigilance. La guerre nous a défait dans tous les sens. Accepter la paix relève du bon sens. Mbokoyo Congo ekolo tobete la katolo yo soki solo pona Congo ngonga kusala kimia yango yo mbokoyo Congo ekolo tobete la katolo yo soki solo pona Congo ngonga kusala kimia yango yo.
Lexus, could you just Lexus, could you talk to us briefly about what it means for people to come together on the Day of Peace? What does that mean, that kind of coming together of civil society?
Ouais, c'est-à-dire que je ne crois pas. Souvent, je suis en train de dévier un peu pour essayer de donner le sens, parce qu'en français, c'est toujours un peu compliqué. Je ne crois pas. Si on n'est pas ensemble de toutes les façons, cela ne pourra pas y aller. Je crois que à la base, la paix, faire en sorte que l'on puisse être soudé pour affronter d'autres problèmes de la société. Le ministre l'a dit tout à l'heure, il y a l'éducation, il y a les écoles, mais sans la paix, tout simplement, on ne peut pas y arriver. Donc, je l'espère, mais vous savez, c'est pas seulement deux mots, mais c'est plutôt une attitude, c'est plutôt un état d'esprit, c'est un comportement, c'est une façon de faire. Et il n'y a que comme ça que l'on pourra y aller ensemble et tout simplement développer l'Afrique centrale qui aujourd'hui est le ventre mou de l'Afrique à cause des conneries, alors qu'on est potentiellement très riche pour y arriver.
Okay, thank you very much, Lexus. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for performing on Peace Day on 21st September in Goma. I'd now like to read a statement from Dr. William Vendley from Religions for Peace International. Religions for Peace International have been leading a faith coalition which is centered around the 21st of September. It is hundreds of organizations who are committed to faith and using faith to make peace a reality, and millions of people are involved in the Day of Peace as a consequence of that. He writes, Dr. William Vendley, Secretary General of Religions for Peace International, will be working with religious leaders across the DRC and Great Lakes regions of Africa, including all of the Religions for Peace regional and national councils and groups, women of faith networks and interfaith youth networks, to invite religious believers to commit to a 24-hour spiritual observation for peace, non-violence and ceasefire on Sunday, the 21st of September 2014, Peace Day. Let us see all the faiths of the DRC and the Great Lakes region unite through prayer standing together as one in a unique moment to show that we can respect one another's faiths, put aside our differences and forgive. And out of that reconciliation comes change and hope. Whatever our faith, let us support the framework of hope and demonstrate that we are committed to a lasting peace. Prayer is our most powerful means of accomplishing that. Fantastic commitment from Religions for Peace. And that leads beautifully on. And it's a great honour to be able to make this introduction. I'm very pleased to introduce a Congolese Roman Catholic nun who has shown exceptional courage and unwavering support for survivors of brutal violence in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Sister ANGÉLIQUE NAMAIKA. I'm delighted that you're here with us today. You have the floor. Please tell us what Peace Day means to you.
Je suis très contente pour la paix. La paix est une source de beaucoup de choses, et surtout pour la femme. Car on dit éduquer la femme, c'est éduquer toute une nation. Si cette femme qui éduque la nation n'est pas dans la paix, c'est toute la nation et tout le monde qui va toujours être dans l'insécurité. C'est pourquoi j'ai introduit mon petit exposé par la parole évangélique. Matthieu 7, 7 à 12. Là, on nous dit, demandez, on vous donnera. Cherchez, vous trouverez. Frappez la porte et la porte vous sera ouverte. Alors, nous vous invitons, toutes les confessions religieuses, pour célébrer cette paix le 21 septembre 2014, à être unis autour de la prière. Les femmes, les jeunes et toute la société civile pour implorer la grâce divine afin qu'il puisse nous donner la paix. Il ne va pas faire les miracles, il va agir à travers les personnes qui se réunissent pour chercher la paix, pour le Congo d'abord et pour les pays du Grand Lac, et d'autres pays aussi dans le monde qui souffrent aussi comme nous la guerre, afin que nous tous nous puissions vivre dans la paix et célébrer cette journée du 21 septembre qui est la journée internationale de la paix, afin que nous tous nous puissions être unis pour pouvoir bâtir le monde dans la paix et dans l'unité comme le Seigneur l'avait prévu. Que les sources naturelles qu'il a jetées par-ci, par-là dans son monde ne puissent pas être la source pour pouvoir éliminer les autres personnes, pour pouvoir laisser les autres continuer à vivre dans l'insécurité et dans les difficultés. Je vous dis et je vous remercie.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Incredible to hear your words. So now it gives me great pleasure to give the floor to Mr. Stefano Severe, Regional Representative of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in the DRC. How will UNHCR support Peace Day?
Thank you, Jeremy, and thank you for associating UNHCR in this great event leading up to this great day of the 21 September. As many have already spoken about the hardship and the suffering that the people of the DRC have endured, we should remind ourselves that we have over 500,000 Congolese that are still in neighboring countries. For us now, capitalizing on this peace dividend, on this great progress that has been made in the last few months, we would like to join the efforts of Mary Robinson, of the Special Envoy Kobler, our sister agencies, to together see how we can also bring back the people that have fled this beautiful country with these great resources. Because in order for us to rebuild a nation, you need that everybody can be part of it. And we really hope that the refugees will start to think of returning back. We see already movements out of the displacement camps back to their communities. We see also movements from neighboring countries. From the Congos, for instance, over 111,000 people have returned. For us, this day, we shall look at it that many of these people can join this effort and enjoy also the venue that will take place. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great. Thank you. Wonderful. We're also very proud to be working with leading international NGOs in the region. Obviously only one could be here today, but there are many that are supporting this initiative already. But a perfect example of that, joining us on the panel, the representative of Search for Common Ground, Miss Rebecca Besant. You have the floor. Tell us how Search for Common Ground will be marking Peace Day.
Thank you for inviting us here today. Search for Common Ground, or what's locally known as Centro Locale, we're a conflict transformation-focused organization. We work to support people from diverse perspectives to look at their common problems in a collaborative and problem-solving way. We try to move from win-lose type approaches to win-win solutions, where people work together in a common ground approach. We've been working here in the DRC since 2001, and we focus on a range of themes, including good governance, positive leadership of men and women, youth engagement, community-based peaceful coexistence, including with refugees and IDPs, and then regional engagement, building youth networks, peer exchanges, and cross-border trade to reinforce regional peace, or peace at the regional level. To support Peace One Day in this initiative, we're going to launch a media campaign that uses our radio programs, our TV programs, Facebook, and SMS, with a specific emphasis on mobilizing citizen participation for positive change. This campaign, through our national media coverage as well as Facebook, will reach millions of Congolese to get them involved in Peace One Day and also Peace Every Day. And we're really excited to support this initiative and Peace One Day. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Great. Next, I'm excited to be introducing one of Goma's very own incredibly talented musicians who turned to music in order to escape the hardships of war around him, Innocent B. I'm delighted that he, as an inspiration for youth in the DRC, is here with us today. Innocent B, you have the floor. Tell us why Peace Day is so important to you.
Yes, it works. So, you know, I'm just excited to help raise awareness of the work that Peace One Day, together with the UNICEF and the DRC Ministry of Education, is about to do, you know, in sharing education resources to encourage young people to take action on the Peace Day. I think that that's amazing. I always think that young people that I represent, we the peacemakers of tomorrow. So encouraging us to mobilize on the Peace Day, I think that's a powerful symbol for a more peaceful future in a more peaceful environment. And also I think that, you know, my big brother Akon was there online. I always think that to get people's attention, you have to, before you talk to people, you have to make sure you have their attention. And that's why I'm here, that's why my man Akon is coming. I think with the music, everything is possible. To be sure, the music can be a driver for peace. So I just want to thank everybody that came out to support. You know, I don't want this to look like a one-day movement. I want it to look like my man said, I want it to look like a all-day, everyday movement. Because it's not only going to be about the 21st of September, but change is not an event, but it's a process. We started today, but it's going to go, as you said, in 25 days. It has to go. And our kids, because I hope we're going to have peace too. I hope that they're going to say that was the day that everything started in the DRC and things got better.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I think that's exactly right, Innocent. I mean, it's a journey. Peace is a journey, a climb. When you climb the mountain, it's a journey. The view at the top is only a fraction of what it's all about. And this is a process that happens 364 days of the year and materializes itself and comes to life on that one day. So this is about the work that we do every day. We're almost 6 months out, and I'm sure we'll all be working very hard towards the 21st of September, so therefore thinking about peace every day. But wonderful thoughts there. So lastly, but certainly not least, allow me to introduce one of the DRC's greatest football stars, Robert Kid Ayaba. Mr. Kid Ayaba, oh no, it's okay? Okay. Kid Ayaba. No, okay. Kid Ayaba. Okay, thank you so much. So Mr. Kid Ayaba is a legendary goalkeeper for both TB Mazembe. Football has the unique ability to unite people everywhere. Our campaign, One Day, One Goal, has organised football matches in every single country of the world for many years now on Peace Day. We are so grateful that he has taken the time and the effort to be with us today. Please, the pitch is yours.
Oui, merci beaucoup pour la question. Pour moi, je peux d'abord revenir en arrière parce qu'en 2009, j'avais surnommé ma danse qui dit boîtier. C'était une danse de la paix. Et maintenant, on avait pris la coupe en 2009 et puis tout était calme. Pour moi, je peux dire qu'à nous, le footballeur, on mobilise tout le pays. Par exemple, quand il y a un match de football, par exemple, il y a la guerre, quand il y a un match de football contre Mazembe, contre par exemple une équipe étrangère, tout le monde cesse d'abord, ils abandonnent d'abord les armes, et puis ils regardent d'abord le match. C'est pas, par exemple, ils regardent d'abord le match, et après le match, ils disent, allez, ça recommence. Et puis, c'est pas... quand on a un match avec l'équipe pourquoi j'ai dit je peux dire que au lieu de se donner, aller prendre des armes, tant mieux rejoindre Robert Kidiaba comme footballeur, comme gardien de la République du Congo. Et puis pour terminer, je demanderai pour que tout ça puisse je peux dire quoi, ça puisse se faire. Il faut qu'on respecte la démocratie. Merci.
Football is being played on Peace Day in every single country of the world. So I'd love you to encourage the people of the DRC and the Great Lakes region of Africa to play football on the day. No matter who you are, whether it's in the school, whether it's with the family, whether it's the community, it would be wonderful for you to encourage people to play football on the 21st of September before they listen to Akon and Lexus Legal.
Merci beaucoup.
Great. Okay, so thank you very much. We've heard from all of the panelists. We'd now like to thank everybody again for their incredible support. We'd like to move to some questions from the press. Please clearly identify you yourself to one question each. The floor is now open to questions from the press. Toby, over to you. Okay, there we go. Well done. Okay.
Merci pour la parole. Pasteur Chimamouko, l'esprit. J'aurais mis comme message de paix, de nouveau, la nouvelle manière de faire que le Congolais peuvent attendre de vous. Allez-vous traiter à continuer à égayer et à distraire le peuple de la RDC. J'aurais mis quelle est la vraie perception de la paix selon Chris Wanders dans un pays laminé par la faim, pour les souffrances des uns ne disent rien aux autres, pour l'injustice sociale et la nourriture quotidienne des uns dans le vécu quotidien du Congo. Merci.
Yes, I think that, of course, all of those issues are a reality here and in many countries, sadly, of the world. But we need to send a positive, constructive and hopeful message out to the international community. It's very rare that we talk about the DRC. There are many people who have forgotten the loss of life in this country. When the media report on what's happening here, most of the time it's negative. And I think what we're here to do is to change that. Let's create a constructive, positive story that is about hope. And for those people who do want peace in this country, which of course is everybody, let's make that a reality. And let's send that message out. Let's sing and let's celebrate and let's stand as one. Let's unify. And out of that comes collaborations, dialogue. And to the young generation who are living with this situation on a daily basis, there's a marker, there's a journey, there's a mountain for them to climb. And that's called the 21st of September, where they can realize their visions for a more peaceful world. We need to lift the level of consciousness around the fundamental issues that humanity faces. And that starts with a shift. And where does that shift begin? Perhaps the 21st of September. So I understand the issues that you're talking about, but we must see beyond that. And we must move forward. And we must think positively and constructively. Thank you for your question. Ahmed.
D'un cours de paix, est-ce qu'il y a des actions concrètes ou un plaidoyer à un certain niveau pour que les enfants de l'Est de la République démocratique et ceux de la République démocratique en général vivent réellement une paix durable?
Yeah, I think that maybe you'd like to add to that, or the minister would like to say something to that point. But I think that one of the purposes of creating a poster in conjunction with UNICEF and the education minister is to give a tool to the young people of the East, which is a 10-step process which leads towards the 21st of September, so that they have a goal, there's something for them to work towards, that they can be involved in the peace process themselves and stand with other young people together as one, not only in the DRC, but also in the Great Lakes region, and actually, excitingly, around the rest of the world. Because let's remember that in every single country of the world, this day is being marked, and it's growing at a significant level. There were 280 million people aware of this day in 2012. There was just over 500 million people aware of this day in 2013. There will be 1.5 billion people aware of this day in 2014. And that leap will have been led by the Democratic Republic of Congo, which goes to the point of the question that was raised earlier. This country is sending a positive message out to the international community and leading the way on peace. And that's something and a story that we haven't heard much of. And lastly, I'd like to say to this point that the awareness figure of 500 million people aware in 2013, there was a decrease in violence of around 2%. i.e. about 2% of the overall number of people that are aware change their behaviour. They're less violent. So, for example, in a school that observes Peace Day, on the day it is noticed that there is no bullying. because young people are involved in a process that leads to a day where they are respecting each other and thinking about the differences and respecting their relationships. So don't think this is just about awareness. It's not. That awareness is a lifesaver. And I just applaud the people that are here and the people of the DRC for leading the way on this initiative in 2014, 15 and 16. It's very exciting.
Merci. Touvé Oundi de la radio-télévision nationale congolaise. Je voudrais poser une question à double volet. D'abord à l'organisateur. Après la date d'aujourd'hui, pour arriver au 21 septembre, qu'est-ce qui va suivre? Et au ministre de l'Enseignement, qu'est-ce que la célébration de la journée de la paix pourrait apporter aux enfants qui sont en train de retourner issus des camps des réfugiés?
Oui, merci beaucoup pour votre préoccupation. C'est une très bonne chose.
L'implication de la population de Goma, de l'implication de mes cadres de base, je parle de Nyumba Kumi, je parle des chefs de cellules, je parle des chefs de quartier, ainsi que les différentes couches de ma population. Étudiants, tchoukoudères, pousse-pousseurs, taximens, les églises. Et donc cette affaire ne doit pas être une affaire qui est restée dans les cieux. Faites descendre Piswandé dans la population, revenez à la mairie, les cadres de base, avec l'effort de nous tous, nous pouvons faire en sorte que ça réussisse. Je n'avais pas une question, c'est juste une orientation une approche méthodologique. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Mayor.
Pour le compte de Michapi Voice TV, je voudrais peut-être m'adresser indistinctement au ministre de l'Éducation et peut-être à Madame la représentante de l'UNICEF en République démocratique du Congo. Pensez-vous qu'il soit vraiment le moment de parler de paix à l'est de la RDC quand il y a encore des enfants qui sont soit victimes de violences sexuelles, soit alors obligés d'être recrutés dans les groupes armés et autres choses qui violent leurs droits?
Ok, merci beaucoup pour cette question. Il est vrai qu'il reste beaucoup de problèmes à l'Est comme dans les autres parties du pays, beaucoup de problèmes qui affectent de nombreux enfants et des thèmes sur lesquels nous travaillons aussi aujourd'hui avec les autorités congolaises, avec la société civile congolaise. Vous avez parlé des enfants qui sont enrôlés dans les groupes armés, dans l'armée elle-même. Nous avançons ensemble avec le secrétaire général, le représentant spécial du secrétaire général, avec les autorités nationales, avec les responsables de l'armée, pour assurer que graduellement, tous les enfants soient réellement enlevés de l'armée. Et il y a déjà beaucoup de progrès qui ont été faits. Il reste encore, nous sommes d'accord avec vous, il reste encore beaucoup à faire. En même temps, comme l'a dit Jeremy Gillier, il faut aussi qu'on avance sur la route de l'espoir. Et je vais vous dire que cette question d'éducation à la paix dans les écoles, ce n'est pas une chose théorique. Nous avons déjà des témoignages où, grâce à tout le travail d'éducation qui est fait par les enseignants, les enfants eux-mêmes arrivent à générer la paix dans leur communauté. Nous avons l'exemple d'un village où les enfants bantous et les enfants pygmées refusaient de manger ensemble à la cantine de l'école. Il y avait des gros problèmes. C'est les enfants eux-mêmes qui ont travaillé sur l'éducation à la paix, qui ont commencé le dialogue entre les deux communautés, ont appelé le monde adulte pour qu'on fasse la paix dans la communauté et on permette une convivialité de toutes les personnes de toute origine dans la communauté. Donc ce sont des exemples très concrets qu'il faut créer, qu'il faut promouvoir dans ce pays, et il faut donner cette perspective du futur qui doit être complètement différente, tout en travaillant sur les questions dures qui restent. Et là, nous restons totalement engagés avec les différents ministères, avec la société civile.
Je suis Willy Niosaba, journaliste à la radio Taïna. Ma question s'adresse à Madame Marie Robinson. Vous étiez parmi ceux qui défendaient les pourparlers de Kampala entre le gouvernement congolais et le M23. Maintenant qu'un accord a été trouvé entre ces deux parties et que la paix est revenue en territoire de Rutshuru, ne pensez-vous pas qu'une telle démarche peut être entreprise à l'égard d'autres groupes armés, notamment en territoire de Massissi, pour qu'une paix véritable soit rétablie ici au Nord Kivu?
Alors, merci pour la question. Oui, c'est vrai que j'avais voulu vraiment expliquer quand je suis venue ici à Goma pendant les mois que c'était nécessaire d'avoir un dialogue politique pour avoir la paix durable avec le M23. Enfin, on avait la victoire militaire. Et j'admire beaucoup le gouvernement de ce pays qu'on avait compris qu'après la victoire militaire, c'était nécessaire de mettre fin au dialogue de Kampala avec les déclarations de Kampala. Et c'est parce que vous savez qu'il y a des ex-combattants de M23 qui sont à Uganda, qui sont à Rwanda, qui doivent retourner maintenant dans ce pays. Et j'admire aussi que le Parlement de ce pays a passé la loi d'amnistie pour faciliter ce processus. Et c'est très important maintenant, avec le leadership de le gouvernement de ce pays, soutenu par le MONUSCO avec les brigades, qu'on peut adresser les autres groupes armés. Et c'est ça qui est différent maintenant, c'est différent qu'avant, parce qu'on va éliminer tous les groupes armés et on aura la paix durable. C'est pour ça, Jérémy, que je suis vraiment très content que cette année, vous avez décidé que c'est à Goma qu'on va marquer la journée de la paix, parce que c'est nécessaire d'avoir l'espoir, c'est nécessaire de reconnaître le progrès qui ont été faits. Oui, c'est vrai qu'il y a beaucoup de gens qui souffrent encore, il y a des familles, les femmes, les jeunes qui souffrent encore, mais c'est vraiment très important d'avoir cet espoir et de travailler ensemble pour cette paix durable, pour l'accord cadre de la paix. Je me souviens ce que l'archevêque Desmond Tutu a dit. J'étais avec lui dans un panel et un journaliste lui a demandé « Mais archevêque, pourquoi vous êtes toujours optimiste ?» Et il a dit « Non, je ne suis pas vraiment optimiste, je suis prisonnier de l'espoir. Prisoner of hope. And in a way, we have to be prisoners of hope and work for peace, et travailler pour la paix. Mais je suis tellement content que cette année, les pays voisins vont penser sur la République démocratique du Congo et travailler pour la paix dans ce pays. Et je crois que c'est ça la journée de la paix. Merci.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you to the panel, thank you to the press, thank you to the audience here and online globally. This campaign in the DRC and Great Lakes region of Africa has now officially begun. What we have seen here today is an incredible demonstration of how all sectors of society can become involved in Peace Day. And now, of course, it's up to you. Help us make this work. The youth of this country and this region deserve it. So what will you do on the 21st of September, Peace Day? Who will you make peace with? For more information, please visit peaceoneday.org, join the Facebook community or follow on Twitter. Goodbye, safe journey home. Here's to Peace Day. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mary. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Well done. I will look forward to getting the poster out with you and doing all we can to support that process.
It's really, it yields results. It's something which is just
Yeah. Yeah.